All right, so a bright orange Donald Trump exploded before, during, and after his testimony yesterday in the New York civil fraud trial. Let's start with Trump's statements now coming into the court. This is Trump entering for testimony, asked whether he's looking forward to testifying, and he says that indeed he is.
Mr. Trump, you're looking forward to testifying today?
I am. So while Israel is being attacked, while Ukraine is being attacked, while inflation is eating our country alive, I'm down here, and these are all political opponent attack ads by the Biden administration. Their poll numbers are terrible. You saw what happened today. The New York Times and CBS came out with a poll that I'm leading all over the place, but it's a very unfair situation. This is really election interference. That's all it is. This trial is ridiculous. The numbers are much greater than on the financial statement. We've already proven that. They said Mar-a-Lago's worth $18 million. Mar-a-Lago's worth anywhere from probably 50 to 100 times more than that.
Now remember, the assessed value of Mar-a-Lago is not what anyone claims it's worth on the open market. The assessed value for tax purposes is one thing, and then the value in the market of Mar-a-Lago is another thing. It's not 1.5 billion, that we know, but Trump, in Trump's lies, he also conflates assessed value for tax purposes versus market value. Supposedly the big businessman, big boy businessman with real estate, but is he lying? Does he know that? We'll never know.
And it's a terrible, terrible thing. These are political operatives that I'm going to be dealing with right now. You have a racist attorney general who made some terrible statements, and we just see some more that came over the wires today. And it's a very sad situation for our country. We shouldn't have this. This is for third world countries, and it's very unfair. It's very unfair.
So listen, remember, part of their strategy is to convince you, and this will be even more relevant once the criminal trials start. Part of their strategy is to convince you the fact that a former president is being prosecuted, and here we're talking about a lawsuit, is a sign that the country is bad. It's a bug. It's a defect. It's like a so-called banana republic. The reality is holding people who do bad things accountable, apparently bad things, right now they're allegations, is actually a good thing. We don't want a country where if you're just a random person and you do something, you're held accountable. But if you're the president or a former president, it's like a get out of jail free card. That's what would be bad. Trump and the people around him want to convince you of the opposite, that the fact that they are going after him because of the apparent wrongdoing is a problem, when in fact, it's not a problem. We know they can go after random people. That's not new. But now we are learning, hey, maybe you can also hold the president accountable. Trump, again, just continuing with the unable to stop talking about the sort of imaginary value of his properties.
The numbers are much greater than on the financial statement. And we've already proven that. They said Mar-a-Lago's worth $18 million. Mar-a-Lago's worth anywhere from probably 50 to 100 times more than that. And it's a terrible, terrible thing.
All right. Now, I'm actually unsure now whether this is a piece of the same statement or it's just Trump saying it again. It's never really totally clear. And then here is Donald Trump coming out in the middle of the testimony, asked how it's going. And Trump does the "my lips are zipped" motion, I guess you would call
we're
it.
going to play this right now so we can all see it together what just happened.
How's it going in there?
Huh. All right, so Donald Trump there making that motion, zipping his lips, not speaking, which is interesting in and of itself.
Yeah, Trump rarely is a zip my lips sort of guy. So listen, at the end of the day, this particular trial is only a preview of what we are eventually going to see. First and foremost, a judge has already determined that Trump did the thing he is accused of doing, which is committing fraud. This is all about the degree to which he will theoretically be held accountable. What are the damages? What will Trump be allowed to run a business in New York or not? That's what's at stake here. Trump's life as a free man is not at stake here, and he's behaving like an absolute child. What are we to expect when 4 criminal trials start, some of which will be overlapping, and this will be Trump flying from campaign rally to primary stop to courthouse, starting in March of next year? I don't know. I believe we are going to see a Trump more unhinged and deranged than any that we have seen before. And it all could culminate. I don't think it's likely, but it could culminate in Donald Trump serving time in prison that would be effectively a life sentence based on his age and his health status. That's what we're up against in 2024. I would argue the most insane and ludicrous circumstances for an American election probably in the history of the country. Let me know what you think. We'll have these clips on TikTok. We'll have them on Snapchat. Of course, they'll be on YouTube as well. If you're like me, and I know so many of you are just like me, you hate the sticking and the rubbing that comes with traditional underwear. I'm sure most gentlemen in my audience know what I'm talking about. Our sponsor, Sheath Underwear, solves the problem. They have a patented ergonomic underwear design, separate compartments in the front. Everything stays dry, cool, and comfortable. With Sheath, you do away with the chafing and the sweating. Everything can air out and breathe and be fresh. Large variety of designs, something for everyone. The air circulation in Sheath underwear allows for a huge difference. And you've got to try it yourself to understand. I can tell you firsthand. Next level comfort down there. Sheath also now is offering super comfortable women's underwear, as well as silky smooth base layer undershirts and bottoms for men. Sheath has world-class customer service, super fast shipping, over 20,000 five-star reviews. Sheath is the perfect gift for the men and the women on your shopping list. Check it out at sheathunderwear.com/Pacman. And you'll get 20% off with the code PACMAN. The link is down below.